Welcome to Classic Game Room, where I'm reviewing the first KLONOA game, Door to Phantomile, for the original PlayStation, released in 1998. What a great way to start off 2013. The first review of the year is that of KLONOA. Half walrus, half confused panda bear with big ears. I'm still not sure what he is. But he's got a cool hat, Pac-Man. You can't go wrong with Pac-Man. This 1998 release from Namco is the first in the highly underrated KLONOA series of games, Door to Phantomile, which is kind of confusing. You think they would have just called it KLONOA, or KLONOA OG, because KLONOA is the original gangster of the PlayStation. Easily one of the best platformers on the PS1, KLONOA is just great. A game that not only has terrific gameplay and puzzle solving, but some of the best level design that I've ever seen for this genre. He's colorful, likable, friendly, and he's got a Pac-Man hat. What's not to like? And even though there have been numerous sequels, for some reason KLONOA is just not really all that popular in the West. Maybe if he had a flamethrower and chainsaw. But that doesn't explain Pac-Man's popularity, because he doesn't use a chainsaw. He's got a flamethrower, but normally he leaves it at home. You know, ghosts aren't that flammable. As you can see, this is a 3D-styled 2D platformer, which uses the newfangled capabilities of the PlayStation to give the levels more depth. With stuff in the foreground, in the background, rotation, different camera perspectives, it's a very clever game that looks great in 2013. I can only imagine how amazing this was in 1998. Or 97 if you're in Japan. It's like the Charlie Brown teacher on Helium. Excuse me, do you speak Jawa? In addition to playing through the game, you're also collecting gems, which gives you additional lives, and saving things or collecting different stuff to fully complete each level, which gives the game some replay value. KLONOA also has some catchy, lighthearted tunes and boss battles that will test your platforming skills. This isn't a brutal, painfully difficult, frustrating game, however it is challenging. It gets tough, but not impossible. With a good difficulty curve, as you continue playing, I think you'll really appreciate the enemy designs in the game. They look neat, but more importantly, you always use them in each level as either a double jumping tool or a weapon. You rarely just jump on them to make them go away. You've always got to grab them and then use them to unlock something or get to the next part of the level. Insert Star Wars Jawa quote here. I recently reviewed KLONOA Empire of Dreams for the Game Boy Advance, which has more of a traditional 2D platforming presentation. This one uses the PlayStation's 3D effects to great effect. And I mean 2D 3D, not like the annoying 3D 3D with glasses that make your head hurt. You see, I got a lot more things I could go back and collect there. Well, this is still pretty early in my game. And if you like what you see here, I highly recommend picking up a copy of KLONOA for the PlayStation. It plays on the PlayStation 3, which is what I'm using here. And while by today's standards it's an old game, it doesn't look or play like an old game. It feels fresh, new, inviting, and KLONOA is so extremely likable. There's numerous sequels like the one on the Bandai WonderSwan PlayStation 2 Game Boy Advance. And a huge thank you to my friend Mohammed in Qatar for sending this game, along with the other ones, to the show. So thanks again, Mohammed. And he also sent some KLONOA keychains as well. If you ever lose them, you go, wahoo! And they suddenly materialize. They don't, but that would be neat if they did. And remember, kids, KLONOA even has his own volleyball game. You know who doesn't? Qbert. Although he should. KLONOA Door to Phantomile can be easily found on eBay, relatively affordably or eBayisably, through the Classic Game Room site with the eBay button. Super duper highly recommended. It's time to grab some things and double jump with them. It's KLONOA.